Welcome to Naughty Dog.
Hey, how are you?
It's a good job. You know, they use the word family a lot here. It's like family, you know, dysfunctional.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like having brothers in a weird way. Like really gross brothers you don't like.
I hate them all.
It's like having a bunch of brothers and sisters around.
Now it's like I've worked here long enough that I've got to know these guys. Like, you know, like my brothers, like that dude over there. Yeah, so, yeah.
It's a nice little kind of marriage, so to speak.
And the people are really great to work with. It's a nice atmosphere.
We hate each other sometimes, we love each other sometimes.
But I've found a happy place here.
I've never had this intimate of a relationship with my coworkers in the sense that if you have a problem with someone, it's almost like you're dating them. You go outside and you'd be like, you know, I don't really appreciate the way you were talking to me that one day.
We have lovers' quarrels often.
We hold hands a lot.
Yeah.
You come into the office, he'll bring me breakfast.
Camera is like, yeah, kind of does censor us a little bit. It's unfortunate.
I can throw things at Marianne, so we're good. We're a good team.
It's good being a game designer at Naughty Dog. We have a lot of fun.
Know thy player, know thyself.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
It's just like home. Just like home. You know.
One of the things that appeals to me about working here is the collaborative environment. I mean, the way it affects the work is that pretty much anybody can say anything at any time.
We are a special kind of company, and as much as pretty much everyone here is a game designer. Everyone here is a game designer, but everyone at the company is encouraged to have input into the process of creating this game.
It's really collaborative. I mean, everyone just kind of works together and bounces ideas off of each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's from the president on down. You can go to anybody and say, hey, how are we going to do this? How's this going to work?
I can't tell you how many times I'll be sitting here and then hear somebody have a conversation over there and go, oh, wait, I know how to solve that problem. Or I'll be talking to somebody and somebody else will say, hey, wait, you're doing this wrong. I know exactly what you should be doing.
I just go to talk to anybody. Like, hey, man, I need some help with this. You know, you're this guy, you're the lighting guy. You know, can you help with this?
It's cool because you can just pop your head up over a pod and say, hey, Tate, come here. And he'll come help you.
Everyone's so proactive. Everyone's constantly coming over to you and asking questions and suggesting things, and you're going over to them.
Because of the communication, not only does it make us all like work together better, but it solves so many issues that if we were in separate offices or separate pods, we'd never know what the other person was working on or what they're doing.
If something sucks about your level, guarantee you will have a dozen people in your face that day saying, so do you have a plan to make this awesome?
You're gonna have like 6 people on you in an hour telling you why this sucks and why you have to change it. And it won't be just programmers or designers, it'll be artists, it'll be testers, it'll be like everybody. So that's one of the reasons we end up with better games.
There's no such thing as you know, straight, just really dark criticism. It's just people trying to help you build upon what your initial idea is.
We'll just iterate on it, change it around, and make it fun to play. You know, I mean, that's what we're doing here, trying to make games that are fun to play.
You're constantly running around talking to some awesome animator, some amazing visual effects artist, you know, and then coming back to your desk and working in the tools and like putting it together yourself with your own hands, you know, and that's just amazingly satisfying.
It's a privilege and a pleasure to work with everybody here because they're, you know, respected in their fields. They're very good at what they do. Everybody here has 3 things in common: talent, determination, and passion.
Naughty Dog is just made up of many, many extremely creative people who are, I think most importantly, really concerned about getting their own work looking as best as it can.
We recognize everybody's strengths and we leverage everybody's strengths.
They've collected a bunch of people that are, you know, really competent and really good at what they do, and they, as much as possible, try and stay out of their way and let them do what they do.
I haven't met a single person at this company who doesn't know what they're doing.
When I found out that I got my job at Naughty Dog, I freaked out. I called everybody, I screamed, I jumped around, I danced.
It's really hard to get a job here. So once I was able to get a job here, I was like, yes, finally.
There's a lot of egos too, just like any place, and there's a lot of talented people, and so that's going to mean a lot of egos. And I think everyone has a mutual respect.
Last game, our level of cinematics were here.
pretty high, I think. And then I think this game, our cinematic level is going to be up here. Camera can't get that high.
We have an awesome programming team who gives us the tools that allows us as artists to take our creativity as far as it can go.
They're not completely focused exclusively on the technical implementation. They want to know why they're doing it. They want to know how it's going to make the game better and how it's going to be awesome.
To be able to do multiplayer came about from people experimenting with technologies themselves in their own time, and then it was like, oh, we can use this.
Programmers know it. They're designers. They don't need that from us, which is amazing. It's incredible. And it also makes us feel like frauds.
Well, it's different from a lot of places. There's not a whole lot of structure here. There's not a whole lot of hierarchy.
We really try to break down the hierarchy so there's not all these kind of levels of like, oh, well, he's somebody, so he can't say this and da-da-da-da.
You want to just go directly to the person who knows what they're doing, so you don't have to go up the hierarchy and down again. You just go straight there and get it done and get it fixed much faster because of that.
All of them do work. No one's a suit here. So you respect them because they know what they're talking about.
People who tell us what to do are the people who are actually creating the game themselves. So it's good because they know what they need.
It's run by artists and programmers and people that care about what they're doing. And there's not a lot of bureaucracy.
There's no meetings. It's just, if you need something, you go get the designer and you say, hey, here's what I'm working on. Does this work for you? And they say yes or no, and they give you feedback and you change it, and that's it.
We have no producers. That really gives me a lot of freedom. Also a lot of responsibility. I'm really in charge of, my own stuff. And when shit doesn't go right, they're on my tail about it.
It's like this organic thing that sort of grows in every direction by itself, and every once in a while the hand of God comes down, slaps it back. and that's kind of how we do it here, which is cool.
My favorite days are like Mondays and Tuesdays, because Mondays I've got yoga at lunch, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays we play basketball.
A lot of us go to the gym, basketball. We're going to be playing basketball in 20 minutes.
We get free lunch on Wednesdays, breakfast and cereal and coffee, and we're in the heart of Santa Monica.
This is my naughty dog. His name is Jack, and we'll bring him in every once in a while.
And then suddenly your toe was being licked, and it was a little bit scary sometimes, because I thought Ryan was under the desk.
It's nice. Makes it feel like home. I mean, we have a little trumpet running around. It's like, hi, trumpet. Just can't feed her too much, and she'll get fat.
Dude, how's that? I'm like, it's awesome.
I'm sure it'll be awesome.
It's an awesome thing.
It's been awesome.
It was awesome.
It's awesome.
Awesome.
Working here is just awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Make it even more awesome. And you're like, okay, we're on the same wavelength. Make it awesome. Make it awesome. Good. And then you come back like a day later, and it's there, and it's awesome.
Awesome, really? That's the word they used?
Man, we thought the designers had a better vocabulary than we did, but apparently not.
Yeah, but I've been saying the same thing over and over again. It's like, we're here to do one thing, and that's make a great game.
It's really about having passion for what you're doing and want to see it through. And that's, really the through line for the last 10 years that I've been here. And I think we'll continue to be. That's the only way we can get the perfection and the quality that we get.
Of the 13 years I've been here, it's probably the strongest Naughty Dog it's ever been. Definitely.
Put it against your head like Michael Jordan.
Let me start that again.
Out of my craziest imagination, I can't imagine using yak crap in poo patties on your wall.
The reality is I just hit the table with my head. And
every pixel's a photon, and you start to feel the game and live the game. Next thing you know, you're inside the game.
But Hong's not telling you that he takes amazing pictures of beautiful women in his spare time.
Yeah, well, payback's a bitch.
Oh, crap.
I'm last year's model.
Where there's golds, there's guns.
What was the question?
And working with him. Let me try again.
Cut.
Late at night, we usually.
It was good. You just called yourself a designer.
Yeah. I cut that, right?
You should really do real world style. Like,
do you guys
bleep?
Like, would you guys just bleep stuff out? Would you still use the footage, but you just bleep that shit out right then?